Hello, Kimberly Maskey here, founder of Spiritual Biz Bootcamp, and here your fearless leader in spiritual biz success. And so the other day I had posted asking what you guys wanted me to talk about, and we got some really great responses, and they were all kind of tied back to money and abundance. So I want to talk about your money story. What is your money story? Where does it come from? And how is it showing up in your life? So our money stories is just what we've been told throughout generations. Truly, we've picked up our money stories from other people, our family, our friends, our like religious organizations. Wherever we've been is where we're picking up our money story. And that money story, the biggest problem with the money story is that it's not actually your story. You've picked it up along the way from other people, and those beliefs just kind of sit with you. And it's interesting because it's what I find happens is that if one person believes something and they're close to them, say your parents have a belief, that belief is easily transferred to you because you've been conditioned to hear that belief, and you've been conditioned to know that that belief is true. Or maybe reframe that. You've been conditioned to think the belief is true. And the problem is that most of the time, people's beliefs are not true. And even if they are true, they're only true to them because our perception impacts everything. So our money story has usually come from someone else. And this is the biggest problem, is that people don't generally take the time to consciously create their own money story. So your money story are really your limiting beliefs, the limiting beliefs you have around money. And you may just think they are your beliefs, but quite often they're limiting beliefs, especially when it comes around to the idea of money and abundance. Because we've been told so many negative things or so many negative stories around the money. It's quite, it's kind of funny actually that we as human beings have taken this thing, which is just energy, which kind of really doesn't even exist. It's just like half the time it's numbers in the air. It's a piece of paper that someone assigned value to. Now it's a piece of plastic that has some value to it as well. And so it almost doesn't even exist. Half the time the money just flies through the air and the ether. It's not usually a physical thing. It is just energy. That is all it is. And so what we've done as humans is we have attached this emotion to energy, and we've attached these emotions to money, and we've attached this low vibration energy to money, which is, it's just energy. There's nothing else to it. We've created these stories about it, and we have these emotions about it, and it kind of doesn't even exist. So what we have to do is we have to be able to look at our money stories, because your money story is creating your reality every day. So if you are in scarcity, in poverty, in this mind frame of lack, of I don't have and I can't and it's hopeless and all of that, it's based on your beliefs and your money story. And as soon as you can begin to change your money story, then you can begin to change your reality. It's all tied. It's the law of response and in reaction. So you do some internal work and then it shows up externally. But without the internal work, it doesn't show up. And that's why if you're sitting in scarcity and you're sitting in this moment of lack, it's because of your thoughts. It's because of your beliefs. So it's time to take a look at those money stories and those money beliefs and really double check to see if they're really true or if you just got them from someone else. Because if you just happen to get them from someone else, you might want to rethink that and really take a moment to say, are these beliefs mine, or did this belief come to me from somebody else? And if it came to you from someone else, double check to make sure it's really what you want. Double check to make sure it's really what it should be. And double check to make sure that the belief that you have is creating the reality that you desire. Because if you're in a situation where the reality in front of you is not what you desire, then you must change it. And the only way you can change it is by changing you. You are 100% responsible. Nothing's happening to you. You are creating it, whether we like it or not. And what happens is we're usually creating unconsciously. So that unconscious creation is what creates all the wobble, all the issues. It's not what we want. We look around, we're like, this is not what I wanted. And it's usually because we're being unconscious. We have an unawareness about what we're doing. So it's time for you to change your money story. This is a core thing that we work on all through boot camp, is being able to change your money story, because I can show you all the beautiful technical tools about how to create your business and create your program and find your tribe and all of that. But if the money story doesn't change, someone still will not create abundance, because they have, whether it's a self-worth issue around money, or that money is not a good thing, or that money comes with this responsibility and it makes them nervous. There are so many beliefs around money. So the first thing you need to do as a spiritual leader is you need to double check your beliefs. You need to make sure that your beliefs are really your beliefs and what they should be. And if you're doing that double checking and they're not really your beliefs, you got to go in and you got to do some work. Because I find what's fascinating when someone calls themselves a spiritual leader, but they have all these wobbles around money. And I'm like, I'm not really sure how you can voice that and say, oh, I'm a spiritual leader, but money's bad. It's like, what's like the total, like the basis of everything is that everything is good, everything has source within it, and it's all just energy, and it's what we put into it. So take a moment to reflect. If your reality isn't what you want, go back in and look at your money story. Adjust that money story and begin to train yourself to create a new money story that you carry with you. And when you do that in complete faith of your connection with source, it will show up. It's kind of a universal law. If you think it and you feel it, it will show up, which is why we have so many negative things happen to us sometimes, because we're thinking negative thoughts and we're angry about it. We've put some emotion to something, and then more of that shows up. So if you want the joy, if you want the abundance, if you want an amazing business, it's time to create your own money story and own it and consciously create it, because that is the key to your success as a spiritual leader. And when you're ready to change that money story and ready to create your full business so that you are shifting consciousness on the planet, take a look at Spiritual Biz Bootcamp, see if we are a vibrational match. We do amazing things for our clients. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if I told this story the other day, but we had a client who at their first $25,000 month, they're law of attraction coaches in Latin America. So if they can do it in Latin America, you can do it absolutely anywhere. And it's a beautiful thing when you can take your gifts and you can change people's lives, which is what we're all here to do, is we're here to serve. So I'm going to put the link above. Watch the free training for Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. It's called, it's really the mindset shifts that my clients have to go through to be able to create their 6- and 7-figure businesses. So until next time, I will post that up there. Really, guys, take a look at your money story, because if your reality isn't what you want, it's because something is not right up here. That's all it is. You are in complete control of what you create. All right, guys, if there's any questions, how's it going? I don't see any specific questions. All right, so I'll post the link above for the free training so you can start working on that mindset. But if you're ready and you are ready to hustle and really get deep and create the business of your dreams so that you can shift consciousness on the planet, click the link above and book a call with us, and we'll see you soon. Again, Kimberly Maskey here, founder of Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. I'll see you guys in the next video.